Oshawa ground, Diamond Foxtrot Echo Yankees at Tango 2 for the main apron.
Okay, who's at T2 looking to get in?
It's Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu looking for the main apron.
Echo Yankee Zulu ground, taxi by Delta to the main apron.
Echo Yankee Zulu. Oshawa ground, Echo Yankee Zulu, run-ups complete with Foxtrot.
Echo Yankee Zulu ground, just stand by, I'll call you back here shortly.
Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu ground, say your intentions.
We'd like a local north at 4,500, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu ground, runway 12, wind 0807, altimeter 3010, taxi via Alpha Bravo Squawk 0066 and contact tower 120.1, holding short runway 12.
Alpha Bravo, Squawk 066, contact tower holding short 12, Echo Yankee Zulu.
You have control.
I have control.
0808 knots.
I have the illusion of control.
Let's ground out.
Yeah, today's going to be a bit of a challenge. You should be able to handle it though.
Oscar Yankee Juliet ground, give way to the opposite direction. Diamond Star just coming off the apron, and then taxi via Alpha.
The winds are all over the place.
Should be a fun day.
Okay. On, fuel pumps are on, flaps set to take off. We've got the runway heading in, and our altitude is set for 4,500.
You're the man. You are the man. You're starting to sound like an IFR guy.
All right, you ready to go?
No.
Huh? No?
All set.
Oshawa Tower, Echo Yankee Zulu is holding short 12, ready for departure.
Echo Yankee Zulu Tower, line up and wait, runway 12.
Line up and wait, 12, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu Tower, assessing the climates in the circuit, left turn out the port cleared to the north, wind variable from east at 8, cleared takeoff runway 12.
Left turn out, report 5 to the north, clear takeoff, Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks. Making power. Drop.
Watch yourself out the room, Yoshi. And
Well, there we are on the magic carpet.
End of usable runway. Flaps coming up.
Golf Alpha Romeo ground, runway 12, altimeter 3010. Taxi Alpha Bravo, squawk 0070. And contact tower 1201, holding short.
Down to 90. Feet, we're starting our turn. We're up at 1430. Should I put my hood down?
Yep.
Its hood is down.
And your clearance was vectors to Enroute, so I'm going to give you a vector right now.
Well, he let me clear to the north here.
Right. Well, that's why I was going to give you a vector of 360.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, Bob.
No, that's okay. I'm smarter than I look.
But are you a good dancer? I guess is the question.
I can't dance. Don't make me.
So 360.
I'm going to throw a curve at you.
Thank you.
I love to warn you that you're going to get a curve.
So landing taxi lights are off, fuel pump is off, flaps are up.
Yankee Romeo Whiskey on base.
Echo Yankee Zulu Tower, change en route frequency.
Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks.
Aircraft at Enterprise.
3,500 to 4,500.
Super hazy day.
I wouldn't know.
Echo Yankee Zulu, turn left heading 300.
300, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, we have a change in your route. Let me know when you're prepared to copy.
Ready to copy, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, cleared present position, direct Tony, Kicks, Wyerton. Level, should have said 4,500 feet.
Echo Yankee Zulu is cleared present position. Tony Kicks direct Wyerton at 4,500 feet. Echo Yankee Zulu.
Read that correct. A little hint that'll make your life very slightly easier. Once you're stabilized, let me know.
Okay, we're stabilized.
Okay. You could have put in your flight plan over here.
Okay.
That way you're not.
Yeah, that's great. That's much better.
Victor Hotel.
I'm not looking and I'm not steering.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just doing the VOR, not the DME.
Right. You're going to go to the, no, not vectors. Go back up. We have nobody giving us vectors, so we're going to use the VOR as our initial approach waypoint.
That?
Yep.
So what does that mean? VOR initial.
So YVV and initial approach fix, and so you're going to go there. The whole approach is in the GPS, including the procedure turn.
Yeah.
But you're going to hand fly it so that you can see how it goes.
Okay. Our minimum safe is 2,900. When we flop the VOR, we're going to turn 239, or intercept the 239 radial.
Right.
Slow ourselves down to 90 knots ground speed.
Under traffic in Denver area is confident.
Right, that's 29, that's 24 over there. Okay, with that being the dividing line. Okay, so 29 is right.
We'll fly 6 minutes on 239.
Traffic.
Turn to one.
Trying to get your ground speed to what speed?
To 90.
Exactly.
That's 3,500 towards St. Regional.
We'll fly 6 minutes out on 239, turn to 194, and make the turn.
Yeah, I'd go outbound for about a minute and a half on the 194 because the turn in is a shorter trip than the outbound. Right.
And then we're going to turn around back to 059.
And you're going to intercept 0592 on the radio.
Right. Our MDA is 1240. On mist, we're going to go up to 3,500 on 059, which is essentially runway heading.
Yeah, so this is, the idea is to, on the mist, you're going back to the VOR. And basically that's where you're going to hang out until you figure out what you're doing next, unless you decide to shoot again.
Right.
So the thing here is that this is climb to altitude before turning.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people get caught. Like if you look at the diagram, it looks like a climbing left turn, but it's go ahead on the radio.
Until you get to 3,500 and then turn.
And then turn and go back to the VOR, and then what's after that? There's no hold drawn there, right?
Right.
So the assumption is either you're going to shoot it again or you're going to call ATC, tell them you went missed, and go to your alternate.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now the other thing to keep in mind, you're going to turn on, you're going to switch over to CDI mode. You're going to go to VOR mode with one punch on the CDI. Let's put this on heading mode for the moment. Is you'll touch the CDI button once, that puts you on VOR number 1. If you want, there you are, it's all set up for YVV, but now you've got to decide what radio. So to change the course mode for VORs, it's the center button here. So try turning the center button so it's pointing at the VOR with the needle in the middle.
En route traffic.
So watch the needle start to come in. Once you got the needle in the middle, that's the radial that you're on. So right now we're on the 297 radial, inbound.
No,
close to it.
On the.
Well, the course is set to 312. Oh yeah, right. You're on the 312 radial. Sorry, That's me.
Yeah, 297 is where our fog is set.
Right. So if you wanted to fly straight inbound, but we're not going there, then you would turn to 312 and
Right.
keep the needle in the middle. Okay, so turn your CDI back to GPS mode. That's VOR number 2. And there you go. Boy, the visibility is beginning to suck.
What's the OBS again?
That's the one where you create a radio on a waypoint.
Gotcha. All right, so CDI is going to tag me between GPS, VOR1, VOR2.
Right. When you got the VORs on, you can actually get 2 VORs to display at the same time so you can get a cross-fix.
Right, okay.
Now it's going to be fun with the bumps.
Fun with bumps. We're in traffic, Diamond Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu. We're 13 miles to the southeast of the field. We're planning to fly the VOR for runway, the VOR approach for runway 5, and we'll go missed. Warden.
Warrington traffic, Skylane Papa Tango Zulu is on mid-left downwind for 05. Warrington traffic.
Oh, there is someone there.
Yeah. So autopilot off and fly it. You're going to overfly the VOR at 3100, and which is what we know about, and then you can descend to 2400 during the outbound. Don't make any extreme moves here, no more than 5 or 10 degrees adjustment, because look at the way that needle's flying back the other way. When you get close to VOR, it gets extremely sensitive, so you have to make your changes very small. So you're going to turn this until you get 239, and you're about to cross over the radial. Another second or two, so 239, that's the VOR, so let's make the turn. You can check it here on the map if you like. Blow that up a little bit. You see across the radial, across the VOR. Now to pick up the radial, just go to 269 until you intercept the radial. So it's a 30, no, don't change that. Just steer 269. 239 minus 30, so 209 to intercept the radial. That's it right there. Just fly us straight for a little bit and you'll see the needle come in, and then you can start your outbound. There you go, see the needle coming in? So just before it centers, turn to the radial. Yeah. Okay, I would probably start that nice rate 1 turn now. See what I mean about anticipating?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. That's it. You're on the radio. Stop your turn. How long has it been since we started this? You didn't have the timer going?
No, I never got it going.
Okay, so I'm eyeballing it right now. I would turn the first turn on the hockey stick, 194 degrees.
194.
And this has to be flown magnetic. You're not following anything, okay? So turn your outbound heading, turn your heading index to 194 and fly it. And we need to be at 2,400 feet.
No, I just realized I let my...
Yeah. This is hard work. This is why we're doing this.
But I get it, which is a nice treat.
Yeah.
I get it, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, so you're going to need to be at 2,400 feet to figure out when to descend, right?
Yeah.
So you can see we just crossed over the radial. You can see it on the map too.
Yeah.
And we're going to go outbound on this hockey stick and then turn to the exact reciprocal to go back to the VOR line. And then when you go back, you're going to change this to the inbound track of 050.
059.
059. Okay, so really? Okay.
Turn to 059 in 4 seconds. 3, 2.
Hold that 2,400 feet. No more than a rate 1 turn, you're overturning. When you intercept the line, turn inbound. Doesn't matter where you are, just turn inbound. That'd best be now because it's right lined up, right? Okay, there's your 059. Now, set up your inbound course to 059. So once you're in the course line, you can begin your descent to minimums. And what's our ground speed?
Ground speed is 96.
Okay. So you know that you're going to need 500 feet per minute down. Should be tracking 059. Right now you're about 10 degrees off to the right, but hold that until you get your line. And you can begin your descent to the minimums. Now remember, you're flying to the VOR, not to the runway end.
Okay.
And so when you look up, the runway may or may not be where you expect it to be. Once you get to minimums, you can flip up and start looking for the runway.
Minimums, basically.
Minimums.
Okay,
Minimums.
now you can look up.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, and that's how it works.
Right.
As long as the track is within 30 degrees of the runway heading, it's legal.
I can see the VOR straight ahead of us, but the runway's off a little bit.
Exactly, because the VOR is not on the runway, so they couldn't set it up.
All right, so we're going to go mist. We're going to climb to 059.
Yeah, you're going to go back to the VOR. And then we'll head off to Simcoe.
Wired in traffic, Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu is going mist on the 059 radial up to 3,500 feet. Wired.
By the way, that could all have been done with the autopilot using the heading bug and the VOR nav mode. Well, you got the general idea.
Yeah, but you know what's amazing is although obviously execution needs some practice, I actually understand it.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal for me because VORs have always been a bit of a mystery.
See, with the VOR, it doesn't tell you which way you're pointing. It only tells you whether you're on the radio or not.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're going to see after we pass the VOR that the sensor is going to flop. And what it's going to indicate is that you're flying on that radio from the station. All that's going to happen is that the arrowhead is going to appear on the other end of the stick. See how sensitive it is when you're over top of it? Then there's this area over the top called the cone of confusion.
Right. I was just about to ask, like, why is this gone way off here?
Because it doesn't have a direction anymore. We're over top of the VOR.
Wired in traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu has gone mist and will be departing the zone to the northeast. Wired in traffic. Oh, it is a hazy day, isn't it? Lake Simcoe traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is on a 6-mile final for 10 on the RNAV for 10, Simcoe traffic. Okay, we're 500 feet to 600 feet to minimums.
Barely see the runway, just barely. My gosh.
Lights are on, fuel pumps are on.
Minimums. Minimums.
Minimums reached. Airports and runways in sight. Continue. Simcoe traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is on a 1-mile short final for 10. Simcoe. Flaps are down, lights are on, pumps are on. We're a little gently.
Quebec is joining the right downwind for full stop.
And the time down is 16:18.
Simcoe traffic, Officer Charlie is holding short of 10 on Delta.